Alrighty, today I come to you with exciting news. Juniper Crescent is out. It is available after months of waiting, fighting, nudging, and then uncomfortably nudging. Juniper Crescent is now available again. And this time we have the ebook. So you can check it out on iTunes, Amazon, Barnes & Nobles, or get the physical copy because that's how I'm going to sign it. I'm excited about this one. Many of you have the original edition of Juniper Crescent, which, don't get me wrong, that's good. I loved what I did with that first book. But this time, I have access to greater resources. I had an opportunity to talk to a great company, Sarah Book Publishing, and I got to add a little bit more to the book that I thought really fleshes out the story. So go ahead, get it, check it out, love it. But today, I am reviewing a book I should have reviewed years ago. My oldest brother, Jim, handed me a pin one day and says, "Here, Tony, you need this." So I put the pin on and looked down at it, and it says, "I am not a serial killer," in very scratchy, on the wall, I need to make a statement to the rest of the world type handwriting. And I thought, gee, Jim, is this for me or for the benefit of the rest of the world? And he said, yes, it is. And then he explained that I Am Not a Serial Killer is a book by Dan Wells. He's gotten extremely popular with his second series, Partials, and a sequel, Fragments. But I'm talking about his debut, I Am Not a Serial Killer. It follows a 15-year-old sociopath named John Wayne Cleaver. He knows he's a sociopath, admits it, and has set a bunch of rules for himself to keep himself safe because, as he said, fate wants him to be a serial killer. But he doesn't want to be. So there's all these rules in place to keep him from even doing anything sociopathic. But there's a serial killer loose in his town, and he decides who better to track this person down than someone who understands serial killers. Serial killers are a hobby of his. He loves understanding them, reading about them. He did his book report on Dennis Rader, who goes by the nickname of the BTK Killer. Don't ask how I know that. But there's only so much I can say without spoiling it. I feel terrible about that. But read it. Get to chapter 7, and then you're going to have a reaction to something like this. Dan Wells, why would you do that? My world is cracked and shattered because of you. Because that was my reaction. He writes this so well that if you see it coming, you're awesome or a sociopath yourself. It's true. But you read through this book and it's understandable. You can actually get into the mind of a sociopath, which is kind of scary because at the end you're reading this going, oh gosh, am I a sociopath too? Do I need to start worrying? And then you do start worrying anyways, not only for yourself, but you're going to be looking around in class. Yeah, he's definitely a sociopath. Yeah, that's true. She is. This actually gets one of the highest ratings I've ever given a book. 10 out of 10. Just fantastic what this guy does with serial killers, with sociopaths, and just his sheer amount of research. He describes the creepy and macabre in a very understandable way, so you're wondering why you accepted it, but you're going to keep turning a page and finish reading it because it's just that awesome. I Am Not a Serial Killer. Second book, Mr. Monster. Third book in the trilogy, I Don't Want to Kill You. Very awesome. Very much worth reading. Peace out. Love reading.